Guys, this is why it is very important to know who your allies are. Because if you just let anybody join to your parades or your groups, this again, and this is also why it's important to keep your circle small, because you don't want your circle to be too big, and you might end up bringing forth some people who may not have the best intentions to actually show that they actually support some of your beliefs. Here's the thing. I'm not on here saying like every person who is in the LGBT is like this, because that is definitely not true. You got gays, a lot of gay men out here who are against groomers, pedos, uh, sex offenders, and all that. But you have the left wing just bring forth anybody as long as they have the right pronouns, or they are just saying the right words. And I'm referring to this case where apparently these two activist men who are apparently gay, promote gay activism, are have just news just came out like a couple days ago, where actually it came out last year, where they was out here doing some heinous crimes when it comes to children. And the same thing comes with the right as well, when it comes to a certain female conservative called Felicia Killings. And this is why I say it's important to know who your allies are, because you had the conservative party just come out here and praise and put Felicia Killings on show, and they didn't do a simple background check, because if they did, they would know that chick was, when she was a school teacher, she was out here banging little kids. But that's for another video for another time. But in this case, we're gonna be talking about these two individuals who came out here, was out here promoting for activism, and they was out here doing the most heinous crime. So let's go ahead and read this article. This is from August 7th, 2022, and then I have another article that came out recently pertaining to these same individuals. Georgia couple arrested for allegedly using adopted children to make child porn. Let's go ahead and read this. A Georgia couple had been arrested for using their two abducted children to make child porn, according to police. Around 4 p.m. on July 27th, detectives with the Criminal Investigation Division of the Walton County Sheriff's Office raided a home in Loganville, a town about 35 miles northeast from Atlanta. So this is right down the street from me. The officers had received tips that a man at the residence was downloading child sexual abuse material, or CSAM for short, and obtained a search warrant. During the subsequent interview with the suspect, it was discovered that he was in fact receiving collected CSAM, and that a secondary suspect lived in Walton County. The Walton County Sheriff's Office said in a statement, detectives were told that the secondary suspect was producing homemade child sexual abuse material with at least one child who lived in the home with a perpetrator. At approximately 11:30 p.m. the next day, police officers executed a search warrant at a home in the nearby town of Oxford. During the search of the home, police officers discovered that the two adult males who lived at the residence were engaging in sexuality abusive acts and video documenting this abuse. According to the Walton County Sheriff's Office, the two men allegedly used their two abducted children to make child porn. William Dale Zulock, 32, and Zachary Jacoby Zulock, 35, were arrested. The couple were booked at the Walton County and charged with aggravated child molestation, sexual exploitation of children, and enticing a child for indecent purposes, according to WSB-TV. Zulock was reportedly also charged with child molestation. The Walton County Sheriff's Office were able to identify the young victims with assistance from the Walton County School District. The Georgia Bureau of Investigations provided operational support and analytics for this case, officials said. Authorities said the victims are now safe, and that's in quotations, after the Walton County Division of Family and Child Services, DFCS, took the young boys into care. Deputies say that the investigation is ongoing. Okay, so this is a story that came out last year, and apparently people just swept it under the rug because, again, apparently this is the right attacking gay people, but then more evidence came out in this article right here, and this article is recent, came from January 18th, 2023. Horrific new details emerged in criminal case of LGBT activist couple accused of raping and trafficking adopted boys. Again, this is why I say it's important to know who your allies are, or it's important to keep your circle small because you just don't want to bring forth anybody and they may have some ill intentions in mind. And in this case, when it came to the LGBT community, when you have people who are gay say like, "Yo, we don't just want to bring anybody in this group," said people who are walking into a woman's bathroom in a women's section in a spa, and there are little girls there, and said person is just winging out their private parts in front of little girls, and then you have women who don't feel safe, and you have the spa owners or the spa workers afraid to speak out because they are afraid of the woke activists, or they are afraid of Antifa, one of the most dumbest organizations out there. And yes, Antifa is an organization. Anybody who may be from the left, who may disagree with me right here, you can come at me all you want, but Antifa is a organization. Okay, so let's keep on going with this. So, horrific new details have emerged in the case of the LGBT activist couple arrested in Georgia this past summer on suspicion of using their two adopted children to make child porn. Extra to the new charges against these suspected child rapists were frequently hashtagged the social media post "gay family." There are now indications that they may have trafficked the young boys to fellow pedophiles. And guys, this is sickening news. I would say once again, I would say multiple times in the video, it is very important to know who your allies truly are. Because if you just let anybody in your group, that said group may get a bad reputation or a bad name. The Blaze previously reported that William Dale Zulock, 32, who worked as a supervisor at the Georgia County's Department of Driver Services. So this guy worked for the state. And Zachary Jacoby Zulock, 35, who had been booked at the Walton County Jail and charged with aggravated child molestation, sexual exploitation of children, and enticing a child for indecent purposes. The Walton County School District helped the Walton County Sheriff's Office identify the victims who have been enrolled in the 3rd and 4th grade in July. This is sick. This is sickening to even watch. To even read. During the execution of a search warrant on the evening on July 27, 2022, the WCSO claimed it secured evidence that both adult males, the adopted fathers of the sibling pair residing in the home, were engaging in. Let's just get that. Let's get that. According to a 17-count indictment obtained by a town hall, the LGBT activists allegedly performed oral sex on both boys, forced the children to perform oral sex on them, and anally raped their sons. God, this is sickening. This is sickening to even read. So again, viewer discretion advised. So these guys were out here out there marching in pride parades, and people did not know who they were, or they did not even do a background check on said people. Guys, be very careful of who you let in your group or who you let march with you, because a lot of those people may have very bad and malicious intentions. This is why it's important to keep your circle small. Don't just bring anybody in. But when it comes to the left wing media when it comes to left wing and the right wing, they will just let anybody in as long as they are pushing their narrative. So let's keep on going. Additionally, the older of the two victims, who just turned 11 in December, was grievously injured during one of the brutal assaults. The court documents reportedly suggested the child sexual abuse had been going on for years, dating back to at least 2019. Zachary Zulock filmed his so-called husband, William Zulock, sexually abusing at least one of the boys, said, and updated criminal affidavit. Town Hall also reported that Zachary admitted to being the cameraman after authorities found a photo labeled U.S. or us, full of video evidence of the foul crimes against the children on his cell phone. In a recorded police interview, he said he sent video evidence of the routine rapes to less than a dozen people. The alleged pedophiles weren't alone, however. The criminal indictment indicated that the LGBT activists reached out to two other men via social media, soliciting them to perform an act of prostitution with one of their adopted boys, the same who suffered injuries from the sexual assaults. 27-year-old Hunter Clay Lawless and 25-year-old Luis Amado Vizquero Sanchez of Loganville, Georgia, are the two men in question, both allegedly members of a pedophile ring, reported Town Hall. Lawless informed on the Zulux, noting that Zachary, whom he met on the gay dating app Grindr, discussed the prospect of effing his son tonight. Zachary Zuluk allegedly sent Lawless papers of him assaulting his 11-year-old prisoner. Lawless had reported been out of bond since July 29th. So this guy is out. Okay, I can't read him. Guys, once again, this is why it's important to know who exactly is walking next to you. Because if you have individuals like this, especially who are out here representing gay rights or LGBT rights, then it makes the entire LGBT community bad. And guys, this is not what gay people do. These are full-fledged predators. These are full-fledged predators who are using the power of the LGBT community, like people who actually want to just be left alone, who just want to be just go about a day while having people just judging them for what they are. You have people like this who would take the power of the woke narrative, the woke LGBT community, and just bring forth just push themselves as some good people who actually care about gay people, and then they would do something very heinous. Guys, these know who your allies are. These are not allies. These are predators. This is why it's always better to keep your circle small. Don't make it this big organizational thing where anybody could just join. This is sick. And the fact that the left-wing media, I have not heard this from CNN. I have not heard this from MSNBC. I don't think I heard this from Fox News. They didn't point this out. This is from the Blaze Media. Guys, this is sick. This is fundamentally and horrifically sick. Know who your allies are. Don't just let anybody into your group. Don't. But with that being said, guys, I'm done with this video, man. If you guys like the story, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. I will see y'all next one. Peace. Also, make sure you join me on my Discord. The links are in the description below. You guys want to have a conversation, want to talk. You guys want to promote your own videos. You want to talk about gaming, movies, and TV shows, or politics. Just hit that link in the description box below, and let's have a chat. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch. I'll be on my Twitch sometimes, just playing games, to be chilling. Some new games coming out this year that I want to play, especially when it comes to Resident Evil games, and just make sure you subscribe. You subscribe there. You follow me there, and let's have some fun. Also, make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, because the YouTube algorithm is hurting everybody at this point, and they do not like seeing small guys like myself grow. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because your man try to get paid here, people. It don't take nothing but a second.